My friends, for too long, humanity has been taught to believe in a world outside of themselves, a world of fixed circumstances, of external powers, where your desires are mere hopes, subject to the whims of chance or the grace of an outer deity. But I tell you, this is a profound illusion, a veil woven by the unawakened mind. Today, we journey beyond that veil. We shall uncover the very mechanism of creation, a law immutable and ceaseless, working in every moment of your existence. This is not mere philosophy. This is the operating manual for your divine inheritance. This is the law of assumption. Understand this fundamental truth. Your imagination is God. It is the creative power of the universe, the very I am within you. Everything you perceive in your outer world, every circumstance, every person, every situation is but a projection, a manifestation of your inner state, your assumed reality. You are not merely observing reality. My dear ones, you are in every single moment creating it. Every thought you entertain, every feeling you nurture is an act of creation. The world you inhabit is a magnificent mirror, faithfully reflecting what you have first impressed upon it from within. Consider your desires. You wish for a new home, a loving relationship, abundance, perfect health. These are not random thoughts. These are the stirrings of your divine I am, urging you to claim what is already yours in the realm of infinite possibilities. Your true inner being, that glorious, unconditioned consciousness, has already conceived of this perfected state, has already embraced it as fact. It is awaiting your conscious acceptance, your agreement, your assumption. How then do we bridge the gap between this inner knowing and outer manifestation? The key, my friends, is feeling. Feeling is the language of the subconscious, the very means by which you impress your desired reality upon the fabric of existence. You see, the universe, which is truly your own consciousness expanded, does not respond to mere words or empty wishes. It responds to the feeling of the wish fulfilled. It responds to the deep inner conviction that your desire is already a present reality. Let us take the example of the new house. You articulate a desire. I want it to look like this, to feel like this when I live in it. What happens in that instant? Your higher self, your I am, acknowledges this decree. It already perceives that house as yours. It has already orchestrated the entire cosmic symphony necessary for its realization. The how is already accounted for. But here is where many falter. Having declared your desire, what do you often do next? You return to your present circumstances. You look around your current dwellings, the one you no longer wish to inhabit, and you complain. You justify your desire for the new by enumerating the shortcomings of the old, by focusing on the undesirable aspects of what is, by reacting to the current unwanted reality. You are doing something far more detrimental than simply complaining. You are, in essence, reaffirming and reassuming the very state you wish to transcend. You are saying, this unwanted reality is real. And in doing so, you bind yourself to it, cutting off the flow of your new desire. You find yourself stalled, caught in a perpetual loop of observing the past. For remember, the present circumstances you observe are merely the lingering shadows of your past assumptions. To dwell on them is to reanimate them. How, then, do we break free? Not by fighting the old, but by assuming the new. Instead of merely quieting your mind, you consciously occupy the state of your desire fulfilled. Imagine, my friends, that new house. Close your eyes, if you must, and step into it. Walk through its rooms. Feel the texture of the wall, the warmth of the sun through the windows. Listen to the sounds you would hear. But most importantly, feel the feeling of living there. Feel the joy, the peace, the security, the utter satisfaction of ownership. This is not idle daydreaming. This is an act of creation. When you can evoke this feeling so vividly that it seems more real than your present physical surrounding, you have done the work, you have impressed the subconscious mind, you have assumed the end. It is in this state of inner satisfaction, this receiving mode, as some call it, that the means will begin to unfold. Ideas will flow to you, opportunities will present themselves. The right people, the right resources, the right circumstances will gravitate into your experience. not because you are seeking them, but because you are magnetizing them by the inner reality you have assumed. You may then find yourself asking, but what about the money? And I tell you, your divine I am has already got that covered. The means are always inherent in the assumed end. To worry about the how or the when is to introduce doubt, to step out of the feeling of the wish fulfilled. The great error humanity makes is to demand to see it, to believe it. But the law of assumption declares the opposite. You must believe it, and then you shall see it. If you say, show me something, and then I will believe, you are living in the old paradigm of doubt. You are demanding external proof before internal conviction, and the creative power within you, which responds only to your inner state, will reflect that doubt back to you. The manifestation will stall, fade, or simply never appear in your physical world. This is why, after feeling excited about a new house, if you then return to focusing on its impossibility, on the lack of money, on the current undesirable situation, you become discouraged. You perpetuate the old. Your experience will perfectly mirror your dominant inner assumption. If you continue to feel annoyed by your old house, you will find more things to be annoyed by. The television stops working. The air conditioning breaks. The outer world faithfully reflects your inner state. My friends, the power of choice, the power of assumption, rests entirely with you. You have absolute control of your thoughts, your feelings, and thus your reality. The universe is not a judge. It is merely an echo. It doesn't decide what you should have. It merely brings forth what you assume you have. The path to your desires becoming your lived experience is far simpler than you have been led to believe. It is not about struggle, not about external striving, but about internal conviction. It is about consistently occupying the feeling of the wish fulfilled. So I urge you now, cease the external struggle. Cease observing reality as a fixed, unchangeable thing. Instead, turn within. Face your vibrational reality, your imaginal reality, the reality that is in the making. Find the satisfaction in that unseen, yet fully formed state. This is not a future promise. It is a present truth. Your perfect health, your loving relationship, your abundance, it is all already accomplished within the vastness of your own imagination. Start right here, right now. Assume the feeling of your desire fulfilled. Live in that feeling. Persist in that assumption. And the outer world must conform. For you are the creator of your reality, and there is no other.